Hi, my name is Scott Harrison. I work for the publishing arm of a think tank in Stanford, California. I provide the tank, not the think. The book I chose is John Steinbeck's East of Eden. And I chose this book because I've done a number of theater productions in Salinas. And I figure since I live in Central California, I have to represent. And also, even though today there's real estate offices and pizza parlors and stuff named after John Steinbeck, there are still people who live in Salinas who cannot stand him because he represented their family and their town a little too accurately. This segment, there was a fire in which a family was burned and their young daughter Kathy is missing. In a small town where everyone knows everyone, it is almost impossible to believe that one of your acquaintance could murder anyone. For that reason, if the signs are not pretty strong in a particular direction, it must be some dark stranger, some wanderer from the outside world where such things happen. Then the hobo camps are raided and the vagrants are brought in and hotel registers scrutinized. Every man who is not known is automatically suspected. It was May, remember, and the wandering men had only recently taken to the roads now that the warming months had let them spread their blankets by any watercourse. And the gypsies were out too. A whole caravan was less than 5 miles away. And what a turning out those poor gypsies got. The ground for miles around was searched for new turned earth, and likely pools were dragged for Kathy's body. She was so pretty, everyone said. And they meant that in themselves they could see a reason for carrying Kathy off. At length, a bumbling, hairy half-wit was brought in for questioning. He was a fine candidate for hanging because not only did he have no alibis, he could not remember what he had done at any time in his life. His feeble mind sensed that these questioners wanted something of him, and being a friendly creature, he tried to give it to them. When a baited and set question was offered to him, he walked happily into the trap, and was glad when the constable looked happy. He tried manfully to please these superior beings. There was something very nice about him. The only trouble with his confession was that he confessed too much in too many directions. Also, he had to constantly be reminded of what he was supposed to have done. He was really pleased when he was indicted by a stern and frightened jury. He felt that at last he amounted to something. There were, and are, some men who become judges whose love for the law and for its intention of promoting justice has the quality of love for a woman. Such a man presided at the examination before plea, a man so pure and good that he canceled out a lot of wickedness with his life. Without the prompting the culprit was used to, his confession was nonsense. The judge questioned him and found that although the suspect was trying to follow instructions, he simply could not remember what he did, whom he killed, how, or why. The judge sighed wearily and motioned him out of the courtroom and crooked his finger at the constable. "Now look here, Mike," he said, "you shouldn't do a thing like that. If that poor fellow had been just a little bit smarter, you might have gotten him hanged." He said he did it. The constable's feelings were hurt because he was a conscientious man. He would have admitted to climbing the golden stairs and cutting St. Peter's throat with a bowling ball, the judge said. "Be more careful, Mike. The law was designed to save, not to destroy."